Hi guys, Tierces here. A few people requested that I do a lurk video after I released my last skulk one, and I figured I might as well record one quickly and just give you some tips on how to do a lurk, because a few people really play lurk poorly, and a lurk is one of those mid-game alien life forms that just need to come out, and so many times people will not play lurk because they would rather wait for a fade or a no-nos, and a lurk is a really powerful upgrade from the skulk, but the problem is you have to know how to play it. So I recorded a quick lurk video here. This one isn't as long as the last one, and I'm paused right now just so I can go over a few things. The first thing you should know about a lurk is it's not a flying machine gun. Just because it has spikes, just remember spikes are secondary, and the reason why they're secondary is because it's a secondary weapon. Your main way to attack with a lurk is with their poison bite. Their poison bite only does 60, but it will do 15 extra damage over time applied directly to their hit points and right through armor. So this really helps them scale to the end game, where you can do 4 bites, and as long as you hit, go away for 3 seconds, come back and hit again. Anyways, I'm going to unpause the video. We have 5 nodes. Marines have 3 bases. They started in repair. This is mine chapping in, by the way. So I am evolving lurk, and right now I think I'm 8 and 5 at a really bad start. And so I know where they're in cave, so I quickly go over there. You'll see right away, with the bites, look, find them, and then the thing with the lurk is if you get off a couple bites on someone, they'll notice their hit points really low and so they'll drain, so they run. And that's when you strike as lurk. You use your alien vision, you watch their model through walls, and you see if they're running. If they're running, you know they're in trouble. A lot of the times I use spikes only to mark guys, so I'll hit them a few times with spikes and then try to flank them. So here I'm doing that. I think a few of them went back through the phase gate, so I mark them, go in for a bite, and then I'm out of there. Now you'll notice after a bite I will always go straight up in the air. Now this changes the animation of the lurk and makes it really hard to hit. People are used to it by now, but it's still really hard for a lot of people to get a beat on a lurk. So what you should do, like I said, go in, bite, go straight up in the air, and then start maneuvering. The more maneuvering you do in the air, the better. Yeah, so here I mark a couple guys, go in for a bite, and he takes off because he knows he's in trouble, and just munch on the face of it. Use your bite when you're taking down structures. Even though lurk shouldn't really take down structures, still, you need to use your bite. So here I just caught a bunch of guys coming to the base gate. And as you can see, bite, lurk, spike, bite. We got the phase gate down, and this is how we kind of turned the other out. But it really did help because a lurk, in this situation we have a lot of lurks, a lurk really is an upgraded skulk if you play it like a skulk. Now that we took down cave, it's time for me to kind of harass the other bases. Now I know going through the main base is not a good idea, so I think in this situation I decided to make sure we still have central nodes in there and head towards operations, because I know it's lightly defended right now.
You guys protect that.
Now, here's a situation where I'm in a hallway, I have a corner, and I go on a bite. Now you can see how I could see him through the wall, so now I see this guy running away, and I go after him, chase him down, fight, because I know if I lurk bite, the poison probably got them down to almost death, and when I can see them running away is when I chase them. I saw him coming into the room, and I decided to get out. Now you noticed here, I'm going to pause it, I'm going to go back a little bit here, and now watch the maneuver I do when I see the guy come in the room. I go up and down, up and down, up and down. This creates a situation where the animation of the lurk is really, really hard to hit. That is one of your main evasive maneuvers. You'll see me do it a lot, and it makes it almost impossible for one person to kill a lurk. Now, if you have a shotgun, that changes. A couple shots and he's dead. But with the machine gun, a lot of the time, people will just miss over and over again, and it is because of that maneuver. It's the way the animation kind of flickers when you do that maneuver up and down. So, here again, facing off with two guys, almost died there. It wasn't a good idea to come down that hall. But with a lurk, you can harass over and over and over again, 2, sometimes 3 players at a time, and it really makes it hard for Marines to expand, because if they continuously have to go back to heal because they're poisoned, and poison will really hurt them a lot, they won't be able to push out. So every time on this map we only had 5 nodes, now we're up to 7 almost. Yeah, 7 nodes, because the lurk system completely harasses us. So he comes through, I spike him, bite him, turn, look for him through the, see him running, chase him down, and finish him off. And I play the lurk just like a skulk. I go in for multiple bites, and if I know that the bites are hurting him with the poison, I just finish him off with the spikes. Now, the way you should not play lurk is flying around and sticking to walls. Now you see me here sticking. I always stick to walls too. But flying around, sticking to walls, and generally doing nothing but spiking things. Now it takes forever to kill something with your spikes. It just is a waste of time. Spikes are for finishing off Marines, and that's it. Don't shoot buildings. The only exceptions I have to that is to shoot down a sentry battery, because they have such low hit points and you can hit them from long range. Otherwise, do not take down buildings with your spikes. Anyways, here again, I missed him a bunch of times, but I finally managed to nail him there after a 4 or 5 bite. Their bite is what you use to take down the buildings. It's a little bit slower than a skull. It doesn't do as much damage, but it can still take down buildings. Like here, they just kind of ignored it. I hear a guy come through, evasive maneuvers, mark him, hide a bit, let him waste his clip, and then go in for a clip. See, that's the main maneuver as a skull. You go in, you do your bite, you get out of the way, let him finish off his clip shooting at nothing, and then come back in when he's reloading, or when he's running around. I finished off the phase gate by myself here. They were pushing cave, meanwhile I was taking in operations, and that pretty much finished the game for the Marines there. If they can't hold 2 tech points, it's done. And they actually should be holding 3 tech points. So they're really pushing cave. We have, it looks like, 3 lurks. This is really a good recording of aliens really using lurk, and they can't do anything against that many lurks. They're such a great mid-game life form that as long as you don't fly them around stupidly, you can do a lot of harassing and damage to them. Right now, I have celerity. I think that is my upgrade. One of the best upgrades for lurk is regen. You can harass non-stop. You go in, you bite. If you take a few hits, you can go and heal up and come right back into the fight. And it is definitely the best upgrade for lurk. Right there, almost died. He spun and hit me once. I got another shot off and died, but that time I used the lurk as a dive bomb. You go in, you spike them until you bite, do a couple bites, and then get out of there.
There's just 2 in there for the bait.
Now, a lot of times you'll see a lurk who just kind of glides through the room. If you hold on to your secondary and your flying button, and you hold it, that's how you glide if you didn't know. If there's enemies around, do not glide. Always be moving up and down, side to side, and be pushing your fly button. You have to get away from them. Gliding straight is the easiest way for a lurk to die. So, a lot of the time here you see me bouncing around, almost like a skull, as much as I can in mid-flight. Here I mark him, bite him a few times, take him out. Now basically I'm just harassing them, not letting them take back operations. Here I noticed, I guess, that they were in Crusher, so I figured I'd go over and help. spike, bite, go up, go back down for a bite, and another one down. So just like my skull video, I'm looking at the map. Here I bite, fly away, try to spike, go behind a wall, spike again, chase him down. Once you see a guy running off, you know they're hurt. You know your poison did its mark. He's trying to go back to steal. And that's a good time for you to come out of hiding, chase him down, finish him off, and fly away. So it's the ultimate in harassment. A big thing that you should know to really kind of solidify your lurk game is to always be using the alien vision to see through walls. In normal vision you can see it, but it's a lot easier in alien vision, where you will spike them. It's almost like a parasite. You spike them, you highlight them on your map, and then you can easily come back and harass them again. So there, I spiked him once. I go behind a pole and I can see him. So I see where he's coming closer, so I kind of move around so he doesn't see me. And I just kind of wait for him. Another guy came in, so I guess I decided I was going to take him down. But a lot of the times you'll notice the way I will play a lurk is I will take a bite, shoot straight up in the air, and then come back down to trying to finish him off. Now, I didn't have, even though regen was available, I didn't have it, I didn't actually take it for a long time. I guess I was so busy trying to harass them that I just didn't think of it. So here, the only exception here, the spiking a building there, is the battery. There's no sentries on this.
There's more pushing up to cavern. All the spawners are still heading up there.
So I see they're going towards. I heard they're going towards cavern. So again, go in for a quick bite and get out. The poison does its damage. Even if you don't finish it off, finish the Marine off, someone else probably will, because they'll be running away trying to get to an armory. So here, they just don't go along with it. You want to do many bites here.
The power's lowest down from here.
So I gave him a double bite. He got away. The thing that you have to sort of learn about a lurk too is they can absorb a lot of damage. So you're gonna have to learn that if you get hit a few times, get out of there. Don't risk it, because you're gonna lose your 30 resources. Get in there, just harass. Get a bite, get a couple spikes in, get another bite, get out. Don't try to take on more than 2, maybe 3 guys at a time, and you'll live a long time doing it. That time I thought I was gonna get hit really hard, so I did an evasive maneuver. And you'll see a lot of the time if I go through a murder base, I will do that evasive up-down maneuver. It makes it really hard to hit me. Right now I'm just sort of sporing. I usually don't use spores except kind of in a situation like this is. It's a good area of effect attack. Not really a way to kill Marines, it's more of something to stop them from going down a hallway or stop them from moving. I don't like to use it too much. I much prefer the lurk bite because of the poison and the general damage. So here, again, go in for a bite and do my evasive maneuvers out of there. So now I have Umbra, I'm just kind of umbering myself so I can do a long range attack. I saw the Fate going in. At this point it's the end game. And we have the Onos. And at this point you're more of a support character. You're umbering the Onos, you're throwing out spores when you can, chomping on Marines, harassing. But in the mid game, the lurk will really help sort of suppress an expansion by the Marines, especially if you're able to survive and harass them. It scares them, it slows them down. It's generally the way a good alien team will. If you watch any of the pro players, there's always lurks come out because it is pretty much a good counter to some weapon upgrades. So here it's pretty much cleaning up the rooms, doing my maneuvers, up and down, not even a single hit on me, but there's most of them are busy. A good way to kind of get a hang of how to do maneuvering is fly into a room and just, the only thing you should be trying to do is survive. So fly into 2 or 3 guys and then allow them to shoot at you and then do your maneuvers, get out of there. And if you can survive, then you know that you did it properly. Now, you might die sometimes, but it's a way to practice. And that's the thing about playing Lerk. When I first started playing Lerk, I thought it was such a waste of a life form or users, because I just couldn't get the hang of it until one time I played, I can't remember his name, but it was unbelievable Lerk. He would do exactly what I'm pretty much showing you here to me all the time, and I thought it was a pretty good shot as well. He would just completely bite. He would bite me, fly around the corner, I'd chase him or run away, and he knew exactly what was going on. This is pretty much how he was doing it. He'd mark me, he'd bite me once, let the poison do its damage, come back, poison me again, and whatever, and he just knew how to play Lerk. A lot more people are learning how to do it, and are sort of catching on, but I still see time and time again Lerks that have decided, I'm just pausing now, have decided that they want to fly in a straight line through a room, fire off some spores, which does absolutely nothing, when realistically you should be going in, picking one guy, hitting him with your bite, poisoning him, flying away, and just generally harass like I've showed in my last Skulk video. Anyways, this one pretty much over. I started, I think it was 8-5, and I ended 29-5 as a Lerk, which is pretty good. I'm not gonna say I remember my Skulk video. I was a little bit silly in saying that 39-1 wasn't that great, but yeah, this is pretty good as a Lerk, and definitely if you can survive the whole match as a Lerk, you've definitely done your job, especially if you get a bunch of kills. So I hope this helps. If you ever think that Lerks are useless, they're definitely not. They're a great mid-game life form. They just have to be played carefully. Once you get the hang of it, they become a force to be reckoned with. And a lot of the times I will be playing in pubs, and people are genuinely scared to run into me as a Lerk, because they know if they don't have a teammate with them, they're not going to survive. So anyways, I hope this helps. Take some of these tips, practice, and yeah, good luck out there, guys.